Welcome to week 4, lecture 2, Anaerobic Training Methods 2. Objective of lecture 5 is to know post-activation potentiation anaerobic training methods. The outcome of lecture 5 is to be familiar with post-activation potentiation anaerobic training method and ability to use it into your training program. Just recollect that there are various anaerobic training methods. Lecture 5 would emphasize on post-activation potentiation training methods. Now, what is post-activation potentiation training method, which is also called as PAP? It is an enhanced neuromuscular ability. What it means? It means that after performing certain preconditioning activity, there is an increase in muscular power ability. This conditioning activity includes free weight exercises, regular compound free weight exercises like squat, barbell bench press, barbell walk, barbell lunges, barbell step up, barbell overhead press, barbell rowing. These are the free weight exercises performed with 60 to 90% of 1 RM. Another conditioning activity is which helps to create the phenomena of PAP is variable resistance. Now, variable resistance is where you use an additional external load in free weight exercises. For example, you perform a barbell squat, but to the barbell you attach a chain, or to the barbell you attach the TheraBand and perform the free weight exercises. Another conditioning activity is plyometric exercises, in which your body weight is used as an external load. So when you perform any of this conditioning activity, your ability to execute any explosive activity, which can include a jumping activity, which can include a sprinting activity, or which can include any sporting activity. Explosive activity ability is enhanced once you perform any of this conditioning activity, and this phenomena is called as post-activation potentiation effect. In short, as an abbreviation, PAP effect. Now, PAP effect is seen in improved sprint timings, in improved jump height, in improved sporting movements such as judo, throw, tennis serve, track and field sporting activity, increase in performance. Let's consider an example of how you can induce PAP as an anaerobic training method. A sample exercise prescription described here in example 1 is to train speed, to train max speed ability with one exercise 3 sets at 50-meter distance with all out efforts. Now this is the main exercise that you need to perform. Before performing this exercise, main exercise, you perform a conditioning activity to induce PAP effect. You perform a plyometric exercise, 2 exercises of 2 repetition of 2 sets for 5 repetition. Here you try to maintain the velocity of the plyometric exercise greater than 1.5 meter per second. Once you perform the plyometric exercise, you rest for 10 minutes and then you perform the max speed drills. As stated earlier, one of the benefit or one of the effect of PAP is increase in your sprint timings. So performing a plyometric as a preconditioning activity would enable you to increase in max speed ability, thereby giving you an additional enhancement in your performance for a given workout routine. Now let's take another example where PAP effect is used on a ball velocity in tennis sport. The main drill is tennis serve. You perform a plyometric as a preconditioning activity for an upper body for 3 exercises, 2 sets and 5 repetition. You rest for 5 minutes and then you perform a tennis serve drills. As stated earlier, PAP effect has been shown to increase the tennis serve ball velocity. So you use this technology, this anaerobic method, to enhance the sports activity in your training session. Now, third example is to improve the vertical jump ability, which is used in the plyometric exercises. Your sample exercise workout prescribed is to improve lower body power using starting speed, that is plyometric exercises. You use a box height of 50 centimeter. Now, to induce PAP effect, you perform a conditioning activity of muscular strength, where you perform one exercise of lower body for three sets at 80 to 90% of 1 RM. Now, 90% represents around 5 repetitions and 80% represents around 8 repetitions. You perform this exercise, you wait for 10 minutes, then you start the main conditioning exercise of lower body. Before you implement post-activation potentiation method as an anaerobic training method, you have to consider certain points of PAP effect. The first is the PAP condition can lead to fatigue, resulting in no PAP effect in some athletes. So even though we have an evidence which shows an improvement in sprint performance or jump height performance, but that's not applicable for each and every athlete. So whether it is applicable for your athlete, you have to first find out in a pre-test condition before implementing it into your training conditioning. Greater PAF effect is seen in greater muscular strength athletes. In short, more advanced muscular strength ability athlete would have a greater PAP effect. PAF effect is highly variable in athlete with same conditioning activity and requires different recovery timing between conditioning activity and main workout. Even though you have prescribed same conditioning activity for a group of athletes, everyone will require different resting periods between the conditioning activity and the main workouts. So in summary, post-activation potentiation is an advanced anaerobic training method which gives an enhanced neuromuscular effect on training or performance. Various conditioning exercises like plyometric exercises, traditional heavy person-based exercises are used to produce PAP effect on jump height, sprint timings, and sports performance. PAP does not lead, PAP does lead to fatigue in some athletes before the training starts. Thank you.